Again! No! It did it again!
What'd it do?
I pressed the button for the intro and it didn't want to. Yeah, that is so weird. You know what?
It's recording.
Yeah. Anyways, hello everyone. Thank you for being here today while I look for my intro. It's not here. I can't find it.
There we go.
You know what? Forget it. We're just gonna wing it again.
Let's go.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We're here with Jamie from Proffesor's Pythons. Hi Jamie.
Hey, how you doing today?
Awesome. Thank you. A little shaky, but that's okay. We're not gonna get into that, but let's say hi to everyone who stopped by. And we have Jesse. Oh, the other Jamie. Hello, Jamie. And Sir John. Hello. I do. Yeah. Hi, Mitzi.
Woo, Mitzi.
She's awesome. Wait, hold on. What's going on in the comments? I feel it's mostly because it's a conversation that these guys are having. Okay. Hi, Shauna. Wow, everybody came out. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm looking at the comments, making sure I didn't miss anybody, because tonight is going to be a really fun one. Oh, Kevin. He went to go to sleep. But thank you for being here. Cutting into my time before work. Thank you, Kevin. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love you. That's my best friend right there. Okay. And there goes my cat. We're going to have fun. Don't worry. We're going to have fun. Razit, yalla. We're going to have fun tonight. Ari, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Ari and Jesse from Arachnus Anonymous. You guys got to go check them out if you have not yet had the opportunity to do so. Did I miss somebody?
Got Sammy, I think, up at top.
Why am I missing I saw a whole bunch before, but I feel like I missed everybody. Huh?
Did you get Shauna?
Yes, I got Shauna. James B. Cookie Mane in the main building. Yes, we always got to get James up in there. But I was waiting for my buddy Kyle because he told me that he had left a message that I was going to read it after. But I'm looking for it. Thank you, Kevin. There it is. Markham Reptiles. Go check him out. Kyle. Hi, Kyle. What's up? Wait, what is this? Sorry, we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. You have other capacity. Oh, Jessie, she's a trip. I love her. Oh, Kiko, Kuya, my brother from another mother. So if you guys didn't know, or if you guys haven't watched past episode with Nick over at 666 Serpents on the RWO channel, go check out that episode. If you like plants, go check that out. Mofo, John and Jamie, hello. Oh, thank you guys. That's awesome. And of course, I have to wear Sammy's shirt. Wait, let me put it on the big screen. You. So yeah, Jamie, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you have in your hands right now.
Hi, my name's Jamie. I am a middle school teacher. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade science, and I also teach theater arts. and I breed ball pythons with my students. Um, and yeah, so what's in my hands here is a pastel GHI TSK Xanthic. Her name, this is Eve, um, which I love to show her off, but then I will show off another pastel GHI Xanthic that actually has dark phase.
Wow,
So
look
this
at
is
ooh. Did you go mute? Oh no, no, no.
no,
Oh, I thought
I'm
you were
right here.
muted. Wow, that is so beautiful. Wow, stunning. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So she's a pastel GHI Xanthic, and
Mhm.
then this one, which is really cool about TSK Xanthics, is if you didn't know, they have ones called a dark phase as well, and that's where basically all TSK Xanthics, they tend to start off looking the same when they're babies. A dark phase, when they begin to shed, they go from looking that black and white distinctive pattern that you have there.
And that's
And
my favorite, the black and white.
yeah, and it starts to darken. So this is the same morph. And she looked similar to this one when she was younger, but as every shed, she's gotten darker and darker, as you
Oh
can
my
see.
goodness. I love, let me blow you up.
Yeah.
There you go. Woo! Those are
So
stunning.
this is Lilith, and this is Eve.
Okay. Now, are they from the same clutch?
No, they are not. They are
Okay.
not. Same father,
Okay.
different mothers. Um, but some of the cool things about Lilith is you can see that like white stripe
Mhm.
down her center, her
The
dorsal.
dorsal. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I have fun. Let me see if I can find it on her. She's got a lot of sixes on her.
Let me blow you up again.
Right there.
Oh my goodness. You got to send that to Nick. He would love
Yeah,
that.
I should take that picture and send it to him. He would love it like crazy. There's that one. I was trying to see if I can find the other ones. There's like 4 or 5 on this side.
Oh, wow. Right in a row.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
Um, but yeah, these two I did not produce myself. I got them from JD Constrictor, who is kind of like the king of TSK Xanthic.
Okay.
But he produces some really good quality snakes. But I'm into the black and white. Ultimately, I want my whole collection to have the Xanthic in it, whether it is visual or het.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you use these animals in your hold on.
Yep,
I
you're good.
just saw this comment. Hold
Yep.
on, I'm sorry. Okay, if you guys
It's
haven't
all good.
did you see it earlier?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. So if you guys this is an inside joke. Oh, thank you so much, Kyle. What are you doing? Okay, so if you guys haven't seen on Nick's channel on the RWO, there was a moment where I was well, I wasn't helping. I was uh doing some stuff like making some substrate out of cocoa chips, and our lovely Nick was basically hounding me on what I was doing, and it just blew up. So that was hilarious. Thank you for that. But anyways, enough about that. Um, so do you use your own personal snakes in your classroom?
Yeah. So in 6th grade, you learn about basic genetics. You learn about heterozygous and homozygous genes.
Mhm.
And I decided, so my first ball python, I got in 2005. No, had to be, yeah, 2015. 2015, 2014. And I got a spider morph, and I still have her. and she's still in the classroom. But I got her to talk about genetics. Classroom pets are really hard to have nowadays. A lot of people are afraid, as well as, a lot of people like to sue if things go wrong.
True.
um, and so, long story short, I am now at a charter school, and some of the classes got, I think, duck eggs and chicken eggs.
Cool.
And I said, why not do this with ball pythons? I mean, there's so many different morphs and ability to talk about those recessive and codominant and dominant traits, that
Hmm.
this is a really perfect opportunity to have a visual example for the students, as well as for them to experience the life cycle and to understand the process. And there's lots of really good learning lessons when it
Yeah,
comes to either having a pet or a pet in the classroom.
exactly. That's awesome. I really love that because you don't see that in any schools that would actually love to use their own personal pets, some exotic pets, and to see that nowadays is it's gonna grow big, and I'm all for it. I mean, so my first question to you, Jamie, is as a teacher who provides a plethora of knowledge and information, what's the most valuable thing you provided with these animals?
I think just the cheesy line of "Don't judge a book by its cover." Um, and that's one of the biggest ones, because a lot of our students come in, and parents
Hmm.
come in with these preconceived notions about snakes, um, mainly the snakes. I have had jumping spiders in my classroom before. And I know you and I have been talking about
Yeah,
maybe getting a different, might put a new arachnid in there.
yeah,
Um, but one of the reasons I went with a snake versus a guinea pig or a rat or a hamster, um, is because our cultures push such a negative view on snakes.
hmm,
um, and that I had hoped that not only would it help our students gain a respect for a creature that has such a negative view, and maybe not always believe everything they hear in social media or on YouTube or those things, and get that firsthand
yeah,
experience. So,
exactly.
really helping with that.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. So your snakes, is that the your favorite animal to use as an ambassador?
Yeah. I mean, currently I only have, so I've got ball pythons, and I've got a leopard gecko.
Oh, okay.
um, yeah, majority of the, I mean, most of the students look at the leopard gecko and are like, "Oh, cute! I want to hold it." Oh, like
Basic.
there's really not any fear there.
Mhm.
They're pretty chill with it. It's more of the snakes. Um, and I have had students who want to sit nowhere near the snakes.
Really?
um, And so I have them sit on the opposite side of the room. Um, they all have a permission slip that they have to sign and fill out with their parents, that talk about responsible animal like holding and care. Um, and I don't make any of them hold the snakes.
Right, right.
As well as I'm not going to go up to one of my students that I know is fearful. I'll stay on the opposite side of the room, or I don't even take them out when they're
Hmm.
in the room. Um, but it seems to happen every year. They go from, when I have students who are fearful, they go from being afraid and wanting to sit on the other side of the room to being chill enough to hold them in their hands. Not necessarily asking to hold them, but if I have them out, they'll be like, okay, I'm going to try this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
they gain that
exposure,
respect.
right? Like exposure therapy.
Hmm. Yeah. Especially because ball pythons are such sweet little puppy dogs.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
there, there are spicy ones, but I usually keep those ones at home
Right.
so that they don't. But majority of them are so docile that,
Hmm. That is,
yeah.
yeah. Don't do, well, actually you can and you can't do what like Sammy does. Sammy the bull. He just plops the snake right on your hand, like at the last expo we were at. We were helping out Kevin, Sugar Skull Serpents, and
Mhm.
he had the snake around him. He was helping people that walked by. He said, "Hey, check out this snake!" Da 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 da. And I would hold the corn snake, and you would get so many people like in awe. Like they go to the shows, and people, obviously they see all these snakes, but they're in like the bins, or they're like in the glass containers. But when they see someone actually holding it, it's a whole new ball game for them. So I can just imagine the kids when they're in the school, they're like right there, and they get to see that. And so what's your most inspiring like outlook, or what do you like to tell the kids about these animals?
Well, we have some conversations that happen all the time. I get the same questions probably a lot of us breeders get at like expos. It's very similar of like, can the snake eat you? Are you afraid it's gonna get out and try to kill you? Um, and I try to give them a little perspective of like, hey, remember, you look really weird to the snake. You smell really weird to the snake.
Hmm.
Snake's more afraid of you than you are of it.
True.
Look how big you are compared to that, that ball python.
Yeah.
You're quite big. Can you imagine what a giant would be like above and how you would feel? You're scary. I mean, and I think some of my favorite moments, kids overcome their fears and are willing to overcome their fears pretty easily, especially even in middle school. But some of my more favorite moments is when kids get their parents to overcome and see the snakes, and hold them, and they're talking all about them, um, or when they get to feel the shell of the ball python egg when they were thinking it was going to be hard like a chicken egg,
Right.
and they realize it's leathery.
Or
Being able to
slimy.
see yeah, or being able to see the baby's pip from the eggs, which is really fun. Or them even just seeing the babies. Some of them will come running in and be like, I'm going to hold my favorite one. Ghost is mine. Uh, Nougat is mine. Like they claim them
Yeah.
as their own. And I'm like,
That's mine.
yeah, that's mine. I'm going to hold it at recess or lunch.
Right.
And usually during class, unless we have free time, I don't let them hold them because they're a distraction from
Yeah.
them completing their work, or it's a motivator. Hey, you complete your work, you can hold the snake as long as no one else is distracted.
Yeah.
But just really watching people in general overcome their misconceptions, which usually includes their fear of snakes, simply because our culture is horrible to a lot of anything that's not fuzzy.
Yeah. Right.
So, or a fuzzy mammal, anything that's not a fuzzy mammal,
Yeah.
our society tends to paint them in such a
Negative
non-loving
way.
light.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, how involved are your kids in the school? How involved are they when you have your animals there? Like, are they involved in cleaning or anything like that?
So in middle school, since I only have them for 55 minutes, the way that I work jobs or classroom jobs
Mm-hmm.
is I have a help wanted board in my classroom, and up there when I have things like I need the snake's waters changed or I need the bins cleaned or things like that, I'll throw it up there, and the kids can come in at lunch and recess and help. So sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They do earn prizes and things for coming in and helping.
Okay.
Some of them will just come in and help for fun. Um, but they are welcome to be involved in as much as they want to. When it comes to breeding,
Mhm.
um, usually I will have like two males or two females, and we'll work together as a team, as a class, majorly sixth grade, because that's when we cover genetics.
Mhm.
And they pick out the parents, and we predict what the babies are going to look like, which is, of course, really, really hard because I'm not breeding like, a normal to a random or,
Yeah.
um, so it's more difficult when it comes picking out, but I think they themselves just really enjoy that firsthand knowledge of like, oh my God, these came from that. If we're lucky, the snake lays the eggs in the in the classroom during the class year,
Yeah.
because they like to lay them over summer break.
True.
um,
I
so
think that's
occasionally we'll
right.
get one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we use that as a talking point as to,
Exactly.
ball pythons can hold on to um, male male half. There's my middle school teacher moment. The male part, the
Mhm.
sperm plug.
Yep.
They
And
can
you
hold
can.
on to it for 2 to 3 years.
Oh wow.
The female can.
I
Um,
really did not know that. Wow.
yeah. So you
Okay.
could pair them, and she could not lay, and then say for whatever reason you sold her,
Uh-huh.
um, and then a year later she's like, it's time to lay.
Oh, that's interesting.
um, yeah.
Yeah. I that's interesting because when it comes to like, and I'm shifting just a little here.
Spider.
When it comes to female tarantulas, they can mate one time. Certain species, they can mate one time and they can hold their eggs. And whatever season or whatever temperament they're in, or for whatever reason, they can go ahead and drop that sack
Hmm.
over and over. But when it comes to true spiders, they can mate one time for their whole lives, and they could continue laying sacs over and over and over just from
Okay.
that one
One
pairing.
connection. Hmm.
Yeah. So it's very interesting that
That's crazy.
I didn't know that about ball pythons. That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if they can guess the genetics before the animal hatches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid that they will figure out that
This
that the calculators that are online, um
Google.
yeah, they haven't discovered that yet. I think I've had one student at this school in my 5 years there find that calculator. Um,
Oh,
so, but yeah, they do, sorry, someone's deciding to wrap around my chair arm.
that's the
Um,
best part about having a ball python. Gotta say.
um, the students, with any of the eggs that hatch, this is one thing that I tell them, they can actually have any of the babies for free, that I'm not holding back,
Right.
as long as they, create the correct husbandry, up to my
Exactly.
standard.
Hmm.
um, so that's
I
one of the
think,
cool things.
yeah, that's a very important aspect, not only as a teacher, but also as a vendor. If you're at shows or whatever, that's one of the questions that should be asked. Um, I know the one here where I'm at, some of the vendors, they do ask before you buy a ball python or any type of animal. They do ask. I don't know if it's state regulated, but they do ask, do you have the correct environment before I sell you this animal. I remember one time, there's a mosquito. I remember this one time, this woman, she said, "Oh, I want this one," and she just kept insisting that she wanted this certain animal. And then the vendor was like, "I cannot sell you this animal unless you show me proof that," because it was what was it? I know it was a big animal. It was, I think they were selling an anaconda or a boa. I'm not sure. But those types of animals, they need the correct and the proper husbandry requirements. So I wouldn't I wouldn't put it past him to say no, you can't do that. But yeah, I feel like that's an important question that they should ask.
Yeah, and I also, with my students, the reason, I mean, some of them will be like, "Wait, what? You'll give me $1,000 snake if I get the right home for it?" And I'm like, "Well, I'd rather you spend that $1,000 on creating an amazing home than on the snake."
Yep. Yep.
Because for me, the snakes aren't income; they're literally just for fun. I mean, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's an enjoyment that I include my students on.
Hmm.
Um, so
And
I,
it's therapy for us too.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I've been tempted as a vendor whenever I vend to put together kits or whatever and have them ready,
Oh,
for people who buy, and that they could buy them as well, because I feel like
okay.
that is always a little bit of a stumbling point, but
Hmm.
I haven't gotten there with size wise with how many babies I have a year. I usually have one or two clutches a year. So
Okay. So when you're at the shows, what's your most highlights that you witnessed? My cats. 1 second. Razu, really? Oh my goodness. Okay, so what? What's
What
your
is the show highlight?
yes? What is the show highlight that you've had in the past show?
I think, I mean, I just went to Tinley for the first time, and
I
gathered a
know.
bunch of fun shirts. I know it was fun. I think, you know, one of the things that I really enjoy about the shows is you get to meet more people in the industry. You get to meet people who are like-minded.
Hmm.
You get to see cool animals and combos up close.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times these videos don't do justice, you know.
Yeah.
In pictures they look so much better.
Hmm.
um, um, and ooh, I'll build the bio if they provide supplies at no cost.
I like that.
Nice. That's awesome. um, yeah, so that, and then I mean, just once again continuing trying to create better pet owners,
Mm-hmm.
and help people get over their fears.
Yeah.
um, I mean, I've had hesitancy lately, just because of all the sicknesses that have been going around at expos and mites and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I started this last time, not at Tinley, but the previous expo, which was in Anaheim.
Yeah.
I brought one snake, two snakes that were the only two that I was allowing people to hold.
Okay.
That they were like my ambassador snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And those two went into quarantine so that they are away from my collection, just to make sure that, you know, if they did come back with anything.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'll definitely send you a DM.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially
and we'll
for
talk.
everyone who's watching. Everyone who's watching, please go check out Sean Fuller over at the Big Homies channel. Every other Wednesday nights, I think he has one tonight, but every other Wednesday night they have a plethora of valuable information and fun topics as well. So that's another channel you guys need to go check out. Another network. Um, yeah, I mean, like what we do, what we're doing now is providing not just the basic information, but the best information for the future kids, you know, that are coming into these shows, that are coming into these episode shows, you know, on YouTube or whatever, that are looking for information about these animals. They're, you know, books are outdated, right? And then we have the internet and everything, but when they get to see and experience for themselves, you know, live, you know, what we're talking about, what we're interacting with, they can have the same experience but even better. So I feel like we're doing a good thing, and you are doing a great thing because you're doing this in the classroom, out in the shows. So thank you, JD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no problem. It's my pleasure. You know, a lot of, I've even had this happen where someone comes to me and says, I don't know what I'm doing, blah, blah, I don't know what to buy. And I go, you know, if none of my snakes interest you,
Hmm.
if you're gonna go with someone else, you know, just reach out to me on Instagram if you have questions, concerns, and I'll help you the best that I can.
Hmm.
'Cause like I said on the last podcast, you know, and just a few minutes ago, my one of my three missions is to create better pet owners, and to educate our public, you know, on things that it's not like the movie Anaconda. It's not,
No,
no, it's not. It's not like certain texts say about animals,
it's
or
not
snakes.
snakes on a plane.
Yes, it's not snakes on a plane. Majority of animals are actually afraid of us. We're scary. We're dangerous.
Yes.
Eh, yeah, and we're awkward and goofy. So most of them wouldn't want to eat us either because it would be too much of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Um, so,
Crazy.
um,
Uh,
yeah.
that's awesome. But before we transition to more creepy crawly subjects, I want to play a sponsor reel, so don't go away, and we'll get back to those questions. Click. It doesn't want to click. What's going on? I don't know. 1 second.
Having technical difficulties. It's probably going to
Yes,
happen right at the most awkward moment.
I guess so. I don't know why this is happening. I mean,
Your
anyway,
sponsor is who? Which one are you doing right now?
I'm doing Fandex and our normal sponsors, but I guess not. There it is.
There we go.
All right. So, Fandex is an app coming out soon. So please go check out their. Oh yeah, on the side. Please go check out their Instagram. For that, if you guys want to get your tarantulas found, like their genetics, have a profile of their own, go check out Fandex. Tell them I sent you, and I I don't know how to take it out now. Well, I guess we're gonna talk like this for the whole time. Oh, okay.
Woo! We got it.
Oh my goodness, I'm hot. All right. So, in the classroom, Jamie, since you and I were talking a little while back about having these creepy crawlies in your room, what is the most asked questions your students have about having a tarantula in your classroom?
I think the curiosity about having a tarantula or a spider comes down to, I mean, there's two sides. A lot of them are like, can we hold it? Will we be able to like actually interact with it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big question they have. They are curious as to what they eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked about that depending on what species we get.
Yeah.
But mainly is if we can hold it. They also talk about, is it venomous? Do they bite? Um, I love that question. Does it bite? And I look at them and
Yeah.
I go, you've got a mouth. Do
Yeah.
you bite? You can.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. It's valid.
um, yep. So
Yeah.
those are some of the main questions that they usually are fixated on or focused on.
Yeah.
Um, so
So have you thought of a certain species of having?
so I'll admit, part of me wanting to get one is the fact that I'm not super knowledgeable on them. So I'm wanting to become more knowledgeable on them. As well as, I'm not like afraid of spiders or anything. I'm not like, gonna kill them, blah.
Yeah.
But of course, if there's an insect or arachnid or bug crawling on me and I don't know, I'm like, ah!
What was that? What happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I need to do more research, definitely on that. Of course, I'm your stereotypical girl, and I'm like, I want something pretty, but I also want something, that can be held, whether it's with gloves, or not,
Yeah.
just because I feel like being able to hold the tarantula, um it is helping with the mission or the idea of, um helping students get over their fears and misconceptions,
Exactly.
and how spiders are actually, arachnids are super healthy for our ecosystem
Yeah.
and a major asset on keeping things clean,
Yes.
and keeping pests out,
Mm-hmm.
um, which I don't think a lot of people put that two and two together with a lot of our creepy crawly animals. They help keep the rest of the world clean and healthy,
Right.
because they take out the things that would spread disease and
Mm-hmm.
make us all sick. So,
Yeah.
um,
1 second.
yeah.
Hello, Nick.
Hey, Nick, you missed your snake.
Oh yes, get him out so you can show it. Hi, Nick. We made fun of you earlier. I hope your ears were ringing. Yes. What were you talking about? Oh yes. Let me blow you up. Okay.
I gotta find them now. Okay, they're there. 666.
Look at that, Nick. That's your snake.
You can't have her.
I was trying to
She is
remove Lily
mine.
from Green Lights Ariel. Okay.
She'll be mine forever.
Wow. But she is so stunning. Is there any granite in that or?
Just it's the GHI. I would say that you're seeing.
Okay.
But I can.
But sorry.
Do I have? I don't think I have any granite in any of my exanthics.
Or
I'm
gravel?
working. No, I don't gravel either. I'm working on getting a granite gene into my exanthics, but I'm keeping
Do
that
tell.
gene. Shush.
Oh,
I'll tell
come
you in.
on.
I'll tell you in chat because you're part of the cool kids club. I'm gonna put her back.
As long as we ignore Nick and we don't include him into our chat because he's already in too many. Yes, she is a beautiful snake. That was Lilith, right? Or
Yep,
Eve?
that's Lilith. Yep. I mean, if you like the dark, I mean, I like Lilith more so than Lucy. Sorry, Lucy.
Yeah.
But Lucy's pretty
Eve,
dark.
Lilith, and the other one. What was the other one? They're both stunning.
This is Lucy.
Yeah. Oof. Look at that.
She is just a dark side exanthic.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you interested or have you ever worked with MJ? Oh, let me take you off.
Yeah. I have not worked with MJ. I am interested in MJ. It's so hold on, let me put her back. Um I am interested in MJ. So a lot of people ask me, why TSK Xanthic? Why not VPI? Why not MJ? And then there's the other ones that are like disappearing. So I feel that like there's a quality in them. I feel like MJ is actually the highest quality. The only reason why I feel like that's the highest quality, or why you see mainly, hold on, let me talk, Will.
Oh, Will's here. Hi, Will.
I feel like MJ is the highest quality is because there's been a lot of selective breeding. And so just like you would pick and choose, I'm going to pick the prettiest one here or this one for this trait and this one for this trait and put them together and have the best quality babies. There's been more of that with MJ. So there's also not a lot of MJ out there, Xanthic, because two reasons. The people that have been breeding MJ have been very particular about who they're combining. As well as what's being released out to be sold, and they've been keeping their prices high as well. On the other end is VPI, in my opinion. Everyone has VPI. It's been bred. There's really great versions of VPI. There's really bad versions of VPI. It's a numbers game. If you have more out there and there's more people breeding it, you're going to have more good and also more bad example potentials.
Like 50-50.
Yeah. Okay. And then TSK, in my opinion, is like the middle. You still have some really great examples. You still have some really bad examples. It's not super expensive like MJ. And you can find a little bit more in like codoms and it being combined with other things compared to MJ. But you're not going to find as much of it as VPI. So you're going to have a little bit more selective breeding. So I usually just tell people, I go, if you're getting into any Xanthic, ask to see the parents, if you can. What do they look like as adults? If you like the way they look as an adult, then most likely your baby is going to probably look that way too, or similar.
So I have a question about that, but before I ask that question, that's very intriguing. So Nick over at 666 on the RWO on Sipping with Serpents on Saturday. Please go check out that episode because Nick Mutton is going to be on that episode. And also, I wanted to shout out this. Where is it? Okay, here it is. There we go. RWO podcast. Join them. Go check them out because Saturday is going to be a very good, interesting topic where the segue goes into my question. How are the students? Do they ask questions like, what does this morph mean? Or when they ask, like, do they ever ask, like, how do you get this into that? Or,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's funny. So all of the my cages and well, my cages specifically. So I have some in cages and I have some in a rack in my classroom. The ones that are in a rack go through like roughly every hour. I'll take them out and place them in a zipped up doggy playpen, which has like enrichment things to climb on, a water bowl, a heat pad. So it's basically like being in a separate terrarium, but they get to move around that for about an hour or so. Sometimes more if we get busy, and then I take them out later. But where I was going with that is my cages have the morph
okay.
on it. And it's funny because so I have a pastel banana ball python, and his name is
Basic.
Julius. Yeah,
Oh,
Julius Caesar. Um, and my first ball python, the one on my logo,
oh, okay.
she's my spider.
Let's show that logo.
She is
There you go.
her name is Cleo for Cleopatra.
Oh.
Those were like my first two and the first two that I paired and well,
Uh,
but Julius has on his cage banana and there's details. And so when the kids first come into the classroom, like the sixth graders, they
yeah.
all want to call Julius Banana. Um,
Oh, he's
where's
waiting.
banana? And I'm like, no, no, no. So yeah, we talk about it. A lot of they tend to grasp it more once we get through the unit in sixth grade on genetics. And a lot of it I relate to like human hair color or eye color,
Oh, okay.
as well as skin color. We talk about that.
Yeah.
Um, it's weird. Usually we have twins at our school and they're
Right.
fraternal.
Yeah.
There always seems to be a set of fraternal twins. When we talk about why they look different. And then I relate it back to the snakes.
Yeah.
And then I also use the snakes a lot of times when we're doing our adaptation unit in eighth grade, as to like why my blue-eyed leucistic would not survive out in the middle of Africa.
That's very
uh,
important.
yeah, and then it's always funny because one of the kids will be like, well, she would survive out in the Arctic, and I look at them and I go, think
That's
about that statement again. Think about that statement. Yes, color wise, sure.
yeah. Because she's white and pure, look like a polar bear doesn't mean that's not necessarily the environment.
Warm-blooded, and she doesn't have fur.
Right.
So we talk about that of like, well, why wouldn't that work?
That's good though. I like that.
Yeah. So I try to incorporate them as much as possible in the lessons.
Yeah.
And,
That's very good.
Prefer
I think if I was in your class, I would be one of those students like hands-on right there. And you'll be my favorite teacher, gotta say.
Yeah. I mean, my classroom's pretty chill, you know. I've got a couch. They got a student fridge this year. I got one for free and I put it in there so they can have cold water bottles in there and they take them.
Oh, good. It's lavish.
Yes.
So do you play any games with them, with the animals, or?
Not so much with the animals. I there's one content creator that does a morph game, and I wanted to like take the time and like research and see what it's all about. And I haven't, sadly. but that, I mean, not usually not with the snakes,
No.
because they're middle schoolers.
Oh, okay.
They will get feisty. Like literally, one of the things on the paper that they have to sign
Oh,
says they can't try to scare each other with the snakes.
imagine. Um, yeah. Okay. So, Jamie, on my show, we play games, and I wanted to have a really fun one today, but it got erased. So I have to improvise. I know, I know. I'm so bummed about it. But the show must go on, and I will improvise with some random questions for trivia, actually.
Oh God, I'm
So,
gonna be horrible at this.
huh?
Said, oh God, I'm gonna be horrible at this.
You
Let's
shouldn't.
do
You're a
it.
teacher. Okay. So, would you like to play this trivia game?
Sure.
Okay. So, if you do not know the answer, the chat is your phone in where you
I
they
can
get to
phone
help
in.
you.
Okay. I can
Yeah.
call in. Okay.
Yes, you can call in. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Question number 1. Which beetle is the strongest insect on the planet? Is it A, rhinoceros beetle, B, bull-headed dung beetle, the poop beetle basically, or C, the Hercules beetle?
B? Is it the dung beetle?
The dung beetle?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes,
Okay.
it's
I'm
B.
pretty
Yes.
sure I remember that one. I was like, they can carry up to like a certain amount, like 4 times their body weight in poo.
Yeah.
Like they could roll it.
Yeah. Yep. There
Okay.
you go. See, we got Sean and Mike helping you. You got this. Awesome. Okay. Question number 2. What instinct or ins? What ins? I can't speak to
Insect. It's
insect.
okay. I'll name an instinct instead of an insect. You got this. You
Okay.
got this, Kat.
What insect was the first living creature to be sent into space? What? Okay. A, soldier ant, B, cockroach, or C, fruit fly?
I feel like
Sent into space.
I feel like cockroach is like what they want you to pick, but I don't think it's that.
Yeah. Hi,
So,
Bosa.
Bosa! Um,
To be honest, I would have picked cockroach.
I'm gonna say ant. The ant. A.
A. Eh.
What is it?
The answer is very interesting. Fruit fly,
Interesting.
right? I would have thought it would have been a cockroach because they can survive anything. I
Yeah.
bet
Did
they
they
survive on the
intentionally send the fruit fly, or was it accidentally?
right. That is so weird. Okay. Our third question: how old in a million of years is the oldest in I cannot say this word bug fossil? Jeez. A
Oldest
180. Huh?
oldest insect fossil?
Yes.
Yes.
A
Okay.
180, B 320, or C 400.
Years?
Million years. So
No,
how
okay, because I
old?
was like,
Yeah.
only 100? Okay, so A is what number?
180, B 320, or C 400.
I want to say 400 million years.
You are an awesome teacher because the answer is yes, 400 million years old.
I teach science.
um, do these scientists know about New York? That is so true. That is so true.
Oh my, yep. Those,
Okay.
yep. Oof.
Why are these all about insects? What the heck? Um, all right, our next one. What is the loudest insect in the world? A, cicada, B, cricket, or C, bee?
A.
A.
Well,
All right.
what is it measuring on? Like,
Nothing.
oh, you said nothing. Okay,
Yeah.
so cicada, B,
Cricket.
or cricket. Yeah, cicada.
Cicada. Yes, the answer is cicada.
I was like, those things annoy the shit out of me here in
Yeah, right?
California.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I
Um,
always try to find them so I can capture them and go like let them go far away from my house.
yeah. Okay, so few more. Ready? What is the largest butterfly in the UK? A. Purple emperor. B.
Oh, you can.
Swallowtail. Or C. Peacock. Or shallow or swallow.
B, swallowtail.
Swa- hold on. How do you say that? Swallow. Swallow. Yes, you're right. It's a swallow. Yes, you are correct. Wow, you are very good at this. Oh, I think everything just froze.
I love animals and insects, and I mean I grew up on Steve Irwin and Jeff Corwin and Animal Planet when it was actually Animal Planet.
Yes, that is so true. What was that? Reptile magazine. Do you remember reading those? Reptile magazine.
I read Zoo Med, or I mean it wasn't the cage thing, but it's Zoo something.
Oh, okay.
Like the zoo ones.
Yeah. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
What bird lives in Antarctica and cannot fly? This one you gotta. It's getting harder. You gotta guess.
A penguin?
Very, very well done, Miss Jamie. Oh my goodness. Very well. Okay. Okay. How many arms? It's kind of easy. How many arms does a starfish have?
5? Well, it depends on which one. It depends on which one.
Really? What
Because
do you
there's
mean?
okay, maybe I'm not there's starfish, but then there's also maybe they're not considered starfish. Um
Oh, the pointy things? Or sea
not
urchin?
not sea urchins. Um um
I
hold
don't
on.
know.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, okay.
More
Cheater!
legs.
Cheater! She's a cheater.
No. This I'm not looking up starfish. I told you 5. But there, what I'm saying is that there's other ones. There's a sunflower sea star that
Oh,
has more than 5. Like there's ones that have more than the 5. Like 5 is your stereotypical one.
yes, you're right. You're right. It is. That's the answer. 5. But I didn't know about that. Really? Wow.
Yeah. So, because I mean, I've seen other ones.
Good
But
job,
so
19.
the sunflower one has
Cheater alert.
16 to 24.
What?
Yeah. Sunflower Sea Star, 16 to 24.
Okay.
5. And then there's a Crown of Thorns that has 10 to 21.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I did not see. You learn something new every day. The
Oh, I
more
haven't
you
looked up anything
know.
else. I haven't looked at anything else. Just that I knew there was one that had more than 5, but 5 is your typical because hence a
Yeah.
starfish.
Oh, this is gonna live on in infamy. Bosa. Wait. Penguins can't fly? Wait. I thought so too. Wait. I no, they can't. I guess not.
Um, the uh, the ones in Antarctica can't.
Okay. Crown of Thorns. That actually sounds pretty cool. It does. Um, we're getting distracted. We still have a few more. Ready? Okay.
Yes.
How many? Wait. Yes. Which bird can learn to mimic human speech?
A mockingbird?
You would think.
Mockingjay? But there's crow, parrot, What's the species? What's the species? Crow fits in what species? Because all of them mimic
That's
in that
true.
group.
Yeah, that's true.
The
Well,
raven.
you did say parrot, so it's a parrot.
Okay, there's multiple.
Yeah, yeah. Um. All right, this is not an animal question. Okay, I'm very confused about this question. Okay, how many edges does a cube have?
How many edges does a cube have? Hold on, I gotta visually do this in my brain actually.
Wait, okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we got 4 on the bottom. It's 8,
That's
9,
one,
10,
two,
11,
three,
12. 12.
How do you get 12 from a square? Is it a cube?
That's a
Wait, what's a cube?
square. A cube is three-dimensional. So like my pad here,
Oh!
three-dimensional. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the top part. You got 4 on the bottom down here, and then you've got your sides. So 12. I've taught math before.
You are the most amazing teacher because the answer is yes, 12. Wow, Jamie. Okay.
I want a raven too.
Oh,
I definitely want a raven as well. I see someone's comment.
oh, I missed it. Where was it? I want a raven. Yes.
If you want to, if you want to sneak me one into California,
right.
now you can't because I just said it.
Oh, we have a new viewer. Hello, Jason. I think he's been on the show before. I'm not sure on the comments, but hello. Okay. Our very last question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we talked a little bit about this before. Not really, but you mentioned it. So it's this question. Hummingbirds can fly backwards. True or false?
I have to think about this for a second. True.
Yes. You got every answer right. That's amazing. Woo! That was awesome, Jamie. You did so great. I wish I had prizes. That would be awesome, right?
I get the prize of getting them all right.
Yeah, there you go. Yay! That's awesome. You did so great. See, guys, it pays to pay attention in school. It pays to be educated, and it just pays to be someone to know about animals. It's amazing. It's rewarding. So please stay in school, learn. I mean, I wasn't that kid. When it came to animals, yes. But I wasn't that kid to sit there and be like, math is so much fun. No, that wasn't me. But I'm telling you now, stay in school, pay attention, because you do need to know these things in the future. So good job.
Just keep learning.
Yes.
Keep learning. If you keep learning outside of school, then great. But just keep learning.
Exactly. What you think I'm educated? Ari, you're hilarious.
I mean, being a teacher, I y'all gonna get this on recording. I don't necessarily think the school system is for everybody. But if you keep learning and if you find a way to keep learning outside of the school system, then that's good. You know, you just need to keep learning, keep growing, keep learning. Yeah.
Exactly.
Free spider. Where?
Wait.
Where?
That's your prize. Free for the prize. See? Oh man.
Jamie, are you also giving me a free spider and a free enclosure and free education?
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. I mean, I did tell you I was gonna get you a spider when you wanted one for your classroom, right? So
yeah, we could talk about it.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for things to settle down a little bit. We've been in school now for a month and a half, and we're getting to the point of where things are going like this.
Yeah,
getting there.
Yeah. Um, where where are the boys? Oh, they're up there. So you wanted. Hold on. I think this one is Roger. Okay, so
Okay.
here's Roger. Hold on. How do I hold on. Wait. I'm learning. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning.
It's all good. Keep
Mm,
learning. You
wait.
got this.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm trying to press this and it won't let me. Yay! Okay. So this is Roger. He is a Tillicado albopolosis. I don't know how well you can see that, but he is a curly haired tarantula and he is a mature male. And typically this would where are you, Jamie? Oh, right. I have to exit. And it is okay, there we go. So typically, this is the tarantula people would like to use in classrooms or just your basic tarantula that's docile. I like to use the word docile. But
Yeah.
yes, is this the one that you were thinking about of using?
I would like to do some more research with you and also just talk a little bit more. Because
Yep.
like I said, I want to make sure that I'm well informed,
Mm-hmm.
so that he can live his most successful, awesome life,
Right.
in my classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I'll be ready to take on that possibly. I don't know if you ship during winter, but either right like spring, if
Mm-hmm.
you don't ship during winter.
Yeah.
um so,
Yeah. Stay in school because thank you, Jamie.
yeah.
Yes, definitely. Of course, yeah, we'll always talk about that later, but um what is your most like if you were to give advice to your kids about learning about these animals, what is something you always want to tell them?
um Research, look for credible sources. Also, with the way our world is with all these animals, new information is coming out all the time. So what we thought was correct 2 days ago could be different today.
Yeah.
Um, and so, as well as what works for one person doesn't always work for the other people, as well. My climate out here in California is really different compared to the climate in Florida.
Hmm.
And so your snakes are going to have a slightly different setup, based off of where you live.
Exactly.
Um, on how to maintain that. So just to research, always ask questions.
Hmm.
Don't be afraid of that. So, yeah.
Yes. Nice. That was very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Oh, and have patience. Patience.
Yes. You need it. You do. You need it. Um and it was right here. Hold on. It was right here and I lost it. Jeez. Okay.
So
You see what happens to me? It's not ADHD, but anyways. What is okay if you could not have snakes in the classroom or in your home? What would be the animal you would like to have?
if I could have any animal or
Mhm.
just oh my god, do I have to only pick one?
Trick question.
So gosh. Well, if I could have any animal and provide it with its adequate needs and habitat and space, I mean that is a key to that question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I live in a condo, so I share two walls with other people. It's a big condo, but
Oh,
is it suitable for certain animals? No. But if I could have any animal and provide it with what it needs, I think, I want a fox. I like foxes. I like ravens. I would love a raven. I'd love a fox.
mm-hmm.
Um, you
Fans.
know, one of my kind of dreams someday is to hopefully retire and, be a, animal rehab center, for the animals that, either lose their parents in fires or get hit by cars or all of that, to rehabilitate squirrels and foxes and possums and skunks. Ooh, skunk would be fun. Um, Raccoons.
Yeah.
Um, really any animal. I mean, and including reptiles too, tortoises. If I could own a zoo, I would love to own a zoo.
Yeah.
um,
I
I've
see
thought
that.
about going back and getting my master's in animal behavior, to be able to apply to zoos, because out here in California we got some pretty amazing zoos, but I also hear it's really hard to get a job there, so
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome. I like that answer. It's very nice. Yeah, I feel like every kid, that's one of their dreams is to, I want to work at a zoo or be an astronaut. I think all of us at one point we wanted to be a zoologist, and I think that's so endearing, and I hope every kid watching or in the future, that's one of the best ways to go, is to work with animals, because we share this world, this planet with animals. We interact with these animals every day, whether it's a bug or a mammal or a reptile, it doesn't matter. We're interacting with these animals, and we have to pay attention that they're here for us, but not really. We have to be there for them because we're the ones who have to take care of them. So thank you for that.
Super beautiful what you said. There's actually, I don't know if you've watched it, but on Netflix there's a show called Shark Whisperer, um, and
Oh
it
yeah, Ramsey.
yeah, yeah. And I watched it and it really, it really struck me and dawned on me is, I think the reason a lot of people, we have fears other than culture, but we also have fears because of the fact of different animals or insects or bugs, is because we put our human emotions on them and we expect them to communicate the same way that we do,
Right.
as humans. And you know, luckily, I'm going to put this in quotation marks, we're smart enough to hopefully learn that, animals don't communicate like we do.
Hmm.
And that, to learn how to respect and cohabitate the world with them. Because ultimately, if we get rid of them, it will come back and cause problems for us.
Yeah, you're so
So,
right. Yeah, I mean they do so much for us. Not everybody knows it. I mean, the spider. If we did not have spiders, arachnids, we will be covered with mosquitoes and pests and just bad things for our health.
mhm,
It's
mhm,
that much of an importance these animals have on our lives. So you are so
yeah,
right. Hmm.
yeah.
I like this comment here real quick before we end it. I got a centipede today, an S. dehani, Scolopendra dehani. Those, I love centipedes, and I know a lot of people do not like centipedes, but they're another creature that are very misinformed or
It's understood.
yes, misunderstood. Yes. So thank you, Jason, for sharing that, because I feel like that's another creature that really needs to be shined on, because they do a lot too. And fun fact, they make great mothers. That's
Interesting.
very
Cool.
yes. Eve, everybody, what? Oh, Will. Sorry, I missed that comment. Yes, thank you, Will. Thank you so much. Okay, Jamie, where can everyone find you if they want to get in contact with you?
You can find me on Instagram at Professors Pythons. One word, no apostrophe. I'm on there. You can message me, follow me, and feel free to ask me any questions about ball pythons. If I don't know the answer, I will find out from other breeders, um, and help lead you in the right direction if you're interested. Um, you know, and you can also find me on Morph Market. Same thing, Professor's Pythons is my business. And yeah, so that's really it.
Oh, nice. And how was your first experience on Web Wonders?
Wonderful. It was fun. Lots of fun, lots of silliness. Very, very much enjoyed it. I appreciate you, Kat.
No, I thank you as well for being here. It was such an honor. I hope I'm one of your favorite students because you're one of my favorite teachers, I guess.
Oh, thank you,
Thank you,
Mitzi.
Missy. Did we just say that at the same time?
I think so.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, hold on.
I
There's
had some adults come and tell me the other day, they were like, I'm gonna re-enroll at your school. Were
oh
you in the
wow.
chat or on the someone was like, I'm gonna go adopt a child so we can I was like, you could just reach out to me and buy a snake. I don't sell my snakes
Yeah,
like super high price.
yeah.
And quite honestly, if you just reach out to me and tell me how much you want to spend, I'll work with you. Um,
There you
as
go.
long as
See?
you're creating a good home for this animal, that's
Exactly.
all that really matters to me. So
Yes. Thank you so
all the
much, Will.
money. Go ahead. Yep.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say all the money that I get from my snakes goes back to feeding them,
Yes.
getting better enclosures, getting more bedding, paying the electrical bill,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
getting other snakes.
Yes. That's the thing I wanted to say. Okay, people, this is not a get rich quick scheme or a get rich quick thing that everyone in the hobby thinks that, oh, they have money because they have these animals and they're getting these animals. No, all our money goes to this, goes to them. Everything goes to them. It's just, I wish people knew that. Hi, Kiko. Yeah. You see how quickly I get distracted?
It's all good. I jokingly said that I want to start. Well, originally it was Reptiles Anonymous, but now I think it should be Herps or Herpers Anonymous. Ha!
Mm.
It's it's been how many hours? It's been 48 hours since I last bought a snake.
Wait a minute. Today?
It's been 48 hours.
Oh, wait.
Well,
Sorry.
actually no.
I'm not braining. But
I bought so 2 days. I mean, I got
please
something
show
this
us.
weekend. No, I don't have it yet. It
Oh.
was at Tinley I bought, and I'll be getting them next week.
Oh,
Um,
right. Because you had to travel back home. And yeah.
yeah, I had to fly home.
Yeah.
And then I had like it's just a joke because like every time as you've seen, you've gotten one snake, and then you have two.
Hold on.
It's a
One.
problem. It's an addiction, man. Sometimes I'm just like, what the heck? No, but
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah. Although I and my other favorite thing is when people go, "How many snakes do you have?" And I go, 68. And they go,
Well,
68? And I go, well, that's small for a breeder.
that's
That's
true.
small. How many does Sammy have? Do you know?
Sammy, are you watching?
Sammy, how many do you have?
Okay,
And
he has
that's
one shelf that's about 30, and then the other shelf that's about another 34. And then, okay, hold on. I have to visualize. One shelf here, the little one here, the little one here, and then the big one. That's
160,
about
including babies.
62.
He said he has
About 106.
160,
Wait,
including
Sammy, you
babies.
didn't show me that.
I have 68, including babies. So I'm very tiny compared. I'm big for a pet owner, tiny for a breeder.
Oh my gosh. That just blew my mind. 160. Wait, let me put that back on there. Let me blow that up. I can't blow up the comments. 160, Sammy? Where are I was there. I did not see 160. That's
I,
insane, but it's true. He does have a lot, and so it's okay, right here. Damn, I'm overpassing the time. I'm so sorry. I got 2 racks to hold 30 snakes, and I got 2 of them. I got another rack that holds 40 snakes. Therefore, I got another rack that holds 20 snakes. Okay. My brain cannot fathom this math in my head, so I guess that's a lot. Okay, we get it. Nice. Good job, Sammy. But yes, Sammy does take care of all of them every single day. It's not where when you have so many animals, it's not you put them in a corner, let them do their thing, you come back a week later. No, it's every day. It's an everyday thing. So, Will, oh man, see, when you come in 2 weeks, oh gosh, that'll be fun. Thanks.
Do a video and speed it up.
Yes, good idea. Good idea. Thank you for watching, Sammy and Joy. Yep. Love them. Yes, please go check out Sammy over at okay, I was about to fall there. Bulls Python. Can you see that? Is it backwards or is it me?
No, it's fine. It's forwards on mine. It's just you.
Ooh, what is it with that? Okay, anyways, Bulls Pythons. Please go check him out on Instagram. And please go check out Jamie. Also, please go check out the RWO and Arachnus Anonymous. They are a great friends with us. And the Big Homies Corner, Sean and Mike. Please go check them out as well. You know, we have a really big group here. I cannot forget these two. Kyle Markham from Markham Reptiles and Kevin from Sugar Skull Serpents. Please go check them out as well. They are amazing, but none of this could have been done without Chris at the Untamed and Unhinged Reptiles Podcast Network. So thank you, Chris. You are awesome. And Jamie, this has been amazing. I thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So next week, where's my book? I don't know where my book is, but anyways, next week we're going to have a great guest as well as every week. So please stay tuned for that, and we will catch you guys next week. So bye, Jamie. Thank you for everything. Thank you, everybody in the comments. Wait, one last comment. Who is it? Sammy. I'm trying to end this. Thank you, Sammy. Love you. You're the best. But yes, everyone in the comments, you guys have been amazing. And I just love you guys. So please stay tuned for next week, and we will end this here. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Positivity's the choice. Why wonders where we all collide? Share truths we never hide, making you feel right inside. Where wonders come take a ride. Life's not tips and life's despair. Knowledge flying through the air. Guests arrive, we pull up the chair. Bring your dreams, bring your flair. This is your moment to share. Why wonders where we all collide? Share truths we never hide, making you feel right inside. Where wonders come take a ride.
Wait, we're still live? Oh, wait. Okay, bye. Bye, Jamie.
Lights come on, pulse in the air, we unite. Cold-blooded cafe, feet in the night. Cold-blooded caffeine, fueling the fight. Reptile crew got our backs tight. Thank you, fam, for keeping us all. CMB reptiles rolling with soul. Hold no soul, lifting the goal. Together we burn like burning coal. Elevate, more fries in the show. Irresistible pythons letting it flow. Battery crew, yeah, we watch them go. Indigo, reptile co, set the glow. Shut up fears, we're shut out fears. Under the rock, we're cold-blooded hitters. Ship your reptiles, make life better. South Bay reptiles, through every weather. Blue Punk, Shaman, Blue Tongue Republic. Arc adventures, riding Republic. No fakes, no breaks, we're here to publish. Taking it higher, dreams embellished. Sponsors love through beats, we